and he's ready to go. Noodle on his left, Jess on his right. Hey, hold up, don't start a fight. He's got you covered with all the sports. Don't fret, he's wearing shorts. It's time for Waking Jake in the morning, Waking Jake at night. Jake sucks.
Wow. Left with Rick Ross yesterday and started with Rick Ross today. Did not anticipate that. How we doing, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Best day of the week, as I've always said. No, there's a tropical storm coming, because that's Tuesday weather, folks. Yankees game already canceled. That's a little Jomboy media stuff for you. How's everybody doing today? We got the Bakers out and about, some tourists hopping over from Jomboy on the morning show. Producer BBD in the corner, bringing it as always, my man. And yeah, we always start off with the game of the day. We get right into it. Appreciate everyone. We'll get to the comment of the day yesterday. A lot of good sports last night. There was no crazy game. There was no we had to get on the mic and start screaming, and that's good because that's kind of not what we do here. But we decided the game of the night, and they got a leg up because of the pitching matchup, and I guess that's kind of how sports work sometimes. We are going to the Dodgers and the Padres, and hey, I know we have a strong East Coast fan base. Sometimes it's tough to stay up for those late-night West Coast games. I know I did. I fell asleep on the couch for a little bit last night, and that's fine. Had a little Ben & Jerry's. Wasn't proud of it, but we just got a Peloton, so I'll be in really good shape really soon. Anyways, Dodgers, Padres. We open up, and the pitching matchup is as good as it gets. Two of the best young arms in the game. Walker Buehler, friend of the family, on the Dodgers. And the Sheriff, our guy Chris Paddock, going at it in the West. And the Padres trying to tie the Dodgers record. It's early, but we are going to do a little record stuff early on. Anyways, top one. Don't go jocking on me. Jock Peterson. He hits a solo dong. And then Trent Grisham. Yes, that Trent Grisham, the guy from the wild card game. He's on the Padres now. He hits a solo dolo of himself. He's off to a really good start. And that's a really big piece of their lineup right now. Will Myers. Yes, that Will Myers, former Rays big-time prospect. He's still doing it, kind of, for the Padres. He hits a solo job. Will Smith. Not that Will Smith. Will Smith, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith. He hits an RBI double. Dodgers take the lead 3-2. Fernando Tatis Jr. Yes. That Fernando, not senior. Okay, Jake, stop playing that game. Tatis hits a home run. He's awesome. And then Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth?
The usual suspect.
We've got a new Jake bringing it to the table, so obviously I'm going to give him a shout-out on Waking Jake. He gives them the 4-3 lead. Austin Hedges, hot boy catcher, struggles to hit. He makes it 5-3. And then Belly hits a solo shot in the ninth to make Padre fans clinch a little bit, but they get the final outs. Padres win 5-4. They tie the Dodgers at 7-4 in the NL West. Again, early. We'll do a little bit of the current standings talk. MLB and NBA, because I think we're at that time. I'll mention the word hockey later on to make a couple people happy. Tried watching a game yesterday. Didn't go great. Rangers got blown out. That's fine. Good for the Padres. This is a classic. This series means nothing to the Dodgers. If Bellinger starts hitting homers and playing good, that's a win for them. The Padres are taking this very seriously. This is, the team they want to catch up to. Ace versus ace. They get the win in San Diego. So good for them. Good for the Padres. Finally getting the love they need on Wake and Jake in the morning. BBD, how are you? Early, how are you?
I'm well, Jake.
Good? Yeah, it's funny. We talked about game of the night. Nothing popped. There's a lot of good baseball games. When I turned off the Yankees game last night, there was like 4 one-run games going on, and it's like, okay, this is cool. And then NBA was kind of the same thing. There was an overtime game with Denver OKC. We'll get there in a little bit, but I wasn't going to deep dive on Michael Porter Jr.'s big game. And he's kind of like a touchy subject right now still.
Don't really want to discuss.
Yeah, we'll save that for another time. Let's do around the league for baseball. The baseball, something we do here well at Jomboy Media. Go check out. We got a bunch of shows coming out today. We'll get there in a little bit. Phillies, Yanks. Our Yanks, BBD. LeMahieu, Gardy, opposite field homer in his 40th season. And Gio Urshela hit a home run. Garrett Cole day. The Phillies' first game back. A pretty unfair matchup. Pretty brutal for the Phils. Hey, they actually look pretty good. They played a good brand of baseball. That's kind of what everyone wanted. Yankees win 6-3. The Reds in Cleveland. This had a chance to be game of the day. Sonny Gray out there versus Plesac, Dan Plesac's nephew, Zach Plesac. Reds win 3-2. Lindor homers early to go up 2-0, and then Castellanos hit a man homer. Votto hits the 2-run homer to go ahead. He looks good so far. That's huge for the Reds. Reds win 3-2. Mets Braves. This was a kind of a sad one. Soroka, the Braves' young stud Canadian pitcher. Man, he goes down with a torn ACL. You can recognize it. What's that? Achilles. Okay, excuse me. I always combine those two. I didn't even know they were different. Yeah, but they are. And you saw the snap and like the reverberations. He's out. They announced it, I think, during or after the game. Mets win 7-2, and DeGrom looked awesome. He throws a 93-mile-per-hour slider, so that's kind of unreal. That sent me through freaking whirlwind last night. A little stoned. White Sox win 6-4 over the Brewers. Their first game back after their little hiatus. Late rally by the White Sox. Abreu and Moncada homer. Pirates, our guy Cole Tucker. Cole World leads off the game with a homer. If I would tell anyone to go listen to our interview with Cole Tucker, he is one of the most genuine, just nice, cool people we've come across. We hope, if you're a baseball fan, hope he's a young star because he's awesome. Pirates go up 4-0 early, but they give it up. Twins put up a 4 spot in the 6th, and Nelson Cruz walks it off. Left side walking it out. Cubs win 2-0. Alec Mills, Jom's guy, throws some slow curveballs, 7 shutout. Cubbies off to a hot start. Schedule gods helping them out a little bit. They win 2-0. My Rockies, they keep going. A 7-6 win versus the Giants. Arenado hit a bomb. Absolute moonshot. He's awesome. Rocks thought about blowing it late, but they don't. 7-6 victory. If you hit the 12.5 over-under, you got the over. They landed at 13. We did Dodgers-Padres. And then the final West Coast game, A's-Mariners. A's win 5-2. Or no, I think it was 11-1. They got the offense going last night. Justice Sheffield held up for a little while, and then he broke. And that might spark that A's offense. They've been winning games without their offense and without really good starting pitching. So that's kind of the around the league from baseball. I think the stories are kind of the Brewers and the Phillies are back. We had a good one in the Ohio Bowl. Someone yelled at me because it's not the Ohio. I think they genuinely call it the Ohio Cup or something. It's like, okay, guys, you're leaning into my point about Ohio. Sorry, my new Ohio listeners. I went to a wedding once. They got drunk and they just started screaming OHIO, and it was cool the first 3-5 times, and then at the end of the night you hear that and you're like, oh my god, please stop. I just can't hear that anymore. I don't know, BBD. Anything else from baseball? The Soroka injury sucks. Otherwise, a decent slate of games.
On Ohtani.
Yeah, what was it? Forearm strain,
grade 2
but not
strain, which is pretty bad.
Yeah, he's probably not pitching again this year. I think they're gonna let him hit, right?
I think they said he's going to take a couple days off here, but he will hit the rest of the year, probably not pitch the rest of the year.
It sucks, man.
I said 4 to 6 weeks before you can try throwing again.
He starts to enter that kind of the territory Aaron Judge was in of yes, you're supremely talented and you're awesome, but at a certain point you start getting injury prone, and what does that look like?
Make a decision.
Are they going to let him pitch or hit? Yeah, so that's scary. Joe Adele did get caught up. Saw that in the chat by our guy Fart Dad. Thank you for reporting that. I'll tweet that at Passin later. See if he gives you the credit on that one. Yeah, Jill Hempel also mentions in the chat 42 pitches in 1 inning for Ohtani, or it might have been even higher. But Joe Madden, that's not a good look. That's not a good look. So get better, young man. Could be a special star in this sport. Hopefully we'll see him soon. Bad night for the Braves. Let's do the basketball, BBD, because we had a nice slate of games there as well. Your Raptors. They're not your Raptors, but you're about to be a big Fred VanVleet guy. BBD's been joking a lot that he's about to be the next Knicks big free agent signing.
How many max contracts can the Knicks give him?
What's the limit? He goes off for 36, 5, and 4. He's kind of been an NBA stud, and I think the way the NBA has changed, where if you can get buckets, you can be an asset in this league. He's like, I don't think he's bad on defense. He's stout enough to be okay. He's not good. But 36, 5, and 4. The Raptors beat the Heat 107-103. The Nuggets Thunder, like I mentioned, that game goes into overtime. We're going to overtime. Michael Porter Jr., 37 and 12. He's like a bonus piece for them. If he's kind of developed during this quarantine period and he can be useful, that might be, you might be able to see the Nuggets take a little baby step further. Like maybe go around ahead. I don't know. Not a lot of people believe in the Nuggets. Bobby Skinner's been killing them on Talking Sports. My Nugs. Pacers, 111-100. TJ Warren follows off his 53-point game with a 34-11. May hear about him later because he's making me eat some crow, to be honest. Pelicans win 109-99. The Zion Morant Ball. How about that? Rookies of the year. Spurs, 130. Sixers, 132. DeRozan goes off. Shake Milton hits the big shot for your Philadelphia 76ers. SMU dude. He's becoming a big part of that team. I don't know. I'm kind of out on the Sixers right now. They people just get excited about them, and then it falls apart. We'll see. I hope they prove us wrong. I kind of like those dudes. I kind of like Embiid. I kind of like Simmons. But they need to see it happen. And then what was hopeful to be the game tonight, and I did watch a chunk of this one, Lakers 116, Jazz 108, Anthony Davis, monster mode. He hits what was maybe the highlight of the night. He hits the crossover 3 over Gobert, 4-point play. And then Donovan Mitchell did one right after, which was kind of cool. Ends up not mattering. Anthony Davis, man, and the Lakers clinched the 1 seed. And I think that'll bring us into a little bit of standings talk. I don't think we're going to deep dive, but we've had the basketball bubble is going. Baseball has fully kicked off, and we'll just give you – this is a sports show, so we'll just give you guys a pulse. And again, thank you guys for viewing. Thanks for all the likes and stuff in the comments. Break the algorithm. Break the algorithm. New show theme.
Break it.
Break the algorithm. So we appreciate you guys. Okay, NBA, the Western Conference. Lakers lock up the 1 seed. Good for them. Clippers and Nuggets are a game and a half separated between 2 and 3. You like to think the Clippers can clamp down and keep that 2 seed. Rockets are up to 4. Half game up on the Jazz at the 5. Thunder in the 6 seed. The Mavericks are currently your 7 seed. And then we've got the Grizzlies in that 8 seed. I think the Trailblazers might get a shot at them, or the Spurs, or the Pels still. That's going to be fun. NBA set that up to be fun, and it's going to be fun. Break the algorithm. Break the algorithm. Getting creepy there. So if it were to stay, Lakers would either be that 8 seed, Grizzly, Trailblazers. If they get the Trailblazers, they're going to be pissed. Trailblazers got Nurkic back. The Trailblazers won a lot of big games. Dame time. Half rooting for that. Sorry, Laker fans.
Hello.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Melo versus LeBron. Finally. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now I'm all in on that. All in on that. Clippers, Mavs, that could actually be some fun basketball. Nuggets, Thunder is one of those, like, wait, both of those teams one of those teams is going to advance? Like, sorry, shots fired at my Nugs and my Thunder. I've got a lot of Thunder fans, but whatever team gets them in the second round is going to be pretty stoked. And that's me being rude, but honest.
They have no business being there.
And I guess this is the point, and we'll see how the standings change, but right now the Rockets are the 4 and the Jazz are the 5. And I think teams are more scared to play the Rockets or the Jazz than the Thunder or the Nuggets. I think that's pretty fair. So we'll see. There's still a little bit to be sorted out, 4 through 6. I wonder if the Nuggets could get hot and jump the Clippers. That'd be a little bit of chaos. That's what's going on in the Western Conference. In the East, the Bucks, I believe they have the 1 seed clinched. Yes. And then it's Raptors, Celtics, Heat, Pacers. Sixers are pretty tied. tight, so that 4 through 6 can change pretty quick. The Magic and the Nets are fighting 7-8, and I think that's it. They're not going to get the 8 seed playoff game there. Nets are terrible. I think the Bucks are going to steamroll them. Nets are fine with that. The Nets are playing tonight, and they're sitting their top 11 players.
They have none of their real players.
Their top 11 players are not playing tonight. Think about
the
that.
number got that big.
That's insane. The Magic, I don't know. It's always going to be tough to buy into the Magic until something happens, especially against the Raptors, that they're running well. And then let's see how those middle seeds come out. Right now, first round would be Celtics 76ers. And, I mean, that's a media market nightmare for whoever loses that. Like Sixers, you break it up and fire the coach probably. Celtics, they have half an excuse. I think Kemba's still hurt. It's like a nagging injury from before Corona, and he's still not playing. So Celtics fans are worried. I wonder if that'll shake itself out a little more, because you'd like Heat Pacers. I don't know. You don't.
First round exit for the Sixers, I think, is a much bigger deal than for the Celtics.
Yes.
Celtics, they still have that young core. They know their guys are still going to be there. They just got Kemba.
If 76ers Celtics met in the second round, that'd be cool. First round, it's like, damn.
Sixers might break
that's
that.
good. I guess the Eastern Conference is better than normally. So we'll see. There is some seeding to figure out 4 through 6 there. NBA goes. What do we have? 2 more weeks of NBA bubble before the playoffs?
They'll get like
week
8
and a
games or
half.
something, right? And each have played 2 or 3.
Everyone's played
now.
2 or 3. So yeah, probably week and a half.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I guess start getting tuned into that. We'll see what teams care about it. And then MLB, real quick, it's still early, so none of this matters. Yanks are on top. Orioles are in second, and they are playing they're playing the Marlins with half a team. So the Orioles might keep winning games for a little bit. So that's fun. The Twins have jumped in ahead in the Central, and the White Sox are in second. So, okay, that's kind of what we expected. And the Athletics are currently on top of the West. Slow offensive start for them. So that's good. Astros are second. And then in the National League, the Marlins are technically win percentage on top at 2-1. They haven't played any baseball games. They start going tonight. Braves are 7-4. The rest of the division is rough right now. Nats 3-4. Mets 4-7. Phillies 1-3. Yikes. You could see the Braves run away with it, which, yes, they're a really good team, but you almost talk yourself into those other teams in the division because they're fun. Cubs are off to a great start, 8-2. They're playing the Royals. They keep it going. And then in the West, baby, Jakey West Coast is looking great right now. Rockies are 7-2. Padres 7-4. Dodgers 7-4. The D-backs are the team that ain't doing it. They're 3-7. And they made some nice acquisitions. Again, it is still really early. I think when we do our next standing check-in in a week and a half, things will be very different. But there you go. So that's your standings checkup. Maybe we'll circle back when NBA Finals up and that. For now, I will do the comment. YouTube comment of the day. Had a couple options here. The one that got the most liked, well, let's be honest. Abe had a good one. Jake Shaved, my favorite 8th grader, is back. Guns out, BBD is blindingly good looking. So if we needed to taste ourselves, that's what we would do. Actually, Elliot Kell with a really well-liked comment. I don't think I've ever loved a show so fast. So that was really nice.
Very nice.
The comments went nice on us. So we really like that. And actually, I lied because the most liked comment was I said lead leaguer when I was talking about Aaron Judge leading the league in home runs. So I will eat crow on that. That's a tough one.
I said Picks Mitch.
Jomboy said pitch,
Instead of Pitch Mitch.
picks
Picks
mix, picks Mitch.
People really like that.
Yeah, it's kind of good.
That's what we do now.
Okay, that's what we do now. So we're word switchers. Put it on a shirt. Designer Matt. Last thank you I'll give you guys. Keep the likes, keep the comments coming. It helps. We are coming out on the podcast out soon. #soon. So we'll make it everyone's mission to cook the books a little bit. If you leave a review and download and do all that stuff early on, we will climb the charts, which is like really cool. So it'd be cool to see us up there. So come on, bakers. So we're not there yet, but keep an eye out for that. BBD, bro of the night. I'm giving it to TJ Warren. I trashed TJ Warren a little bit. he got a lot of useless buckets in his career. Playing for the Suns and just these teams that were losers, and it was like, okay, TJ Warren got 18 points, don't really care. He is lighting it up in the bubble. We'll see if it continues. Again, you wonder, each team is kind of setting different goals when we went through the standings there. Some teams don't care. The Nets are resting their top 11. TJ Warren goes for 34 and 11, and I think why I'm giving him bro of the night is he does that after doing 53. Because everybody's thinking about it. Your teammates are thinking about it. The opponents are thinking about it. You just put up a 50-burger. What are you going to follow it with, TJ Warren? 34 and 11 is a really nice game. He deserves credit. Interested to see how it goes the rest of the way. They're playing the Magic today. Interested to see what that looks like. BBD, do you have a bro?
Isaac.
Yeah, that's right. Do you have a bro of the night, BBD?
Well, quick note on Warren. He did, not to make it too Knicks-centric because nobody likes that, but we talked last summer a lot about how we kind of wish the Knicks did a salary dump trade, but there were only like 2 of those trades. One was Mo Harkless. The other one was TJ Warren, who is like very good now.
2 guys that would have been better players on the
better than
Knicks
anyone
last year.
else.
And
I
we
mean,
would've
Mo
got
Harkless
assets.
is on the Knicks now.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Tough.
So just tough. But I will be going Anthony Davis for my bro of the night. Just poured it on, and Jalen Rose had a line about LeBron before because he's kind of been unimpressive in the bubble. I mean, he's taking it easy because it doesn't matter.
Right.
But he did say LeBron's got Paul Pierce numbers since coming to the bubble, and that's a funny line.
Yeah.
And I'm as big a LeBron guy as you'll find.
That is a good one. Yeah, man, AD's, they interviewed him after the game, and you just look at the size of him, and you're like, holy crap. Like, Google Anthony Davis, Kentucky, or Anthony Davis High School even. I mean, he had the late growth spurt, so you can skew the high school thing pretty crazy. But, I mean, he's like, he's thick, man, and he can do it all. Go look for the crossover shot over Gobert 4-point play. And then closing up what you're watching tonight, I don't know, a little bit of a weird slate. Not a ton of games jumped off the map. This one is a little biased, I guess. I'm going Rays Sox. The Rays got swept by the Orioles. They get the off day, and now they're facing Boston, whose pitching is terrible. It is Eovaldi on the mound, old friend of the Rays. The Rays got to get it going, especially with a big weekend series with the Yankees coming up. So I want to see how the Rays bounce back. Still early, and with the Yankees being canceled, normally I can hop over to the West Coast game and see what's going on. Tonight I'll stay on the East Coast because I can.
I was eyeing basketball, and there's kind of no matchup that jumped out to me. If Isaac was still good to go for the Magic, that game would have been kind of fun. But I will go to the West Coast for baseball. I've got my eye on Rangers A's.
Okay.
A's have Luzardo going. He's their kind of young stud.
Luzardo.
The Rangers got Lance Lynn going. So two sides.
That is fun.
The spectrum there.
Yeah.
The Rangers can be fun. They kind of stumbled at the gate, but
yeah. No, and Lance Lynn's been great. And Luzardo, I mean, a guy that's a favorite for Rookie of the Year. People thought he has a chance to win the Cy Young this year. I don't know about all that, but I think this is his first start. He's made bullpen appearances, so excited to see that. And, yeah, there's a good Lance Lynn, Luzardo thing going on there. So we've got a lot of San Francisco Giant fans within Jomboy Media now. We haven't been giving them love. They lost last night. Their team's playing well, but you lost. Sorry, guys. That's kind of it.
Dodgers-Padres rematch.
Yeah, Dodgers-Pods, I had that as my backup. See if the Dodgers go big brother on them. That's it. We got to wrap it up. We're about to record JJR. Stay tuned for that if you're here. So much stuff coming out on the network. Talking Yanks, Pinstripe Strong, talking Giants, talking folks, Sequence, Jomboy and Jake Radio, about to do that. Talking Sports came out today. I'm on that if you like me. And then Laughs from the Past, always good. Keep breaking the algorithm, people. Views, comments, likes. I love you guys. Yep.
Hey, Jake's back and he's got his own show. He's on the mic and he's ready to go. Noodle on his left, Jess on his right. Hey, hold up, don't start a fight. He's got you covered with all the sports.